So I have to go back to the 1970s because that's when this whole thing began. And before that, my introduction to feminism was through, I think, my own life, because I had extremely liberal parents and my friends' parents were not so liberal. So I could see a certain difference between their lives and my life. Then came Simone de Beauvoir, and then came Germaine Greer. These were my literary gurus in feminism. But uh, in the 70s, a whole kind of murmur had started in Bombay. We were Bombay then. And there was a kind of idea in the air that we have to go in search of our selfhood. And uh, discussions were taking place. People were coming together. It was all very informal. And then the Mathura rape happened. And that brought the entire movement into focus. And I found myself getting involved with the movement itself. And to begin with, it was Forum Against Rape, which then became Forum Against Oppression of Women. There was Stri Shakti Sangatana, there was Women's Center, and I wasn't actually a part of any one specific group, but I was a kind of itinerant feminist. I did things with all groups. And I wrote a play, for instance, for Lalita Dhara's group. And I did posters for some other group. And by the late 80s or so, I became the feminist voice in the Times of India. I had an arts page to run. That was my fiefdom. So I could do pretty much what I wanted on that page. So a whole lot of stuff started coming in. And during Madhushri Datta's 3-day conference called Expressions, which brought artists and activists together, I was able to write about what was happening quite fully. So, uh, so through being a writer, I was certainly on the margins. I never got down onto the streets and marched, but I was a part of the support system. But those years were years of learning. That's where uh, me as an unconscious feminist, I became a conscious feminist then. I knew what I was doing, why I was doing it. But I wasn't uh, I wasn't interested in the theory. I never was. I knew that women were fighting each other and, generally uh, securing their own place in the movement. I never was interested because I was a practicing writer. And whatever I had internalized was bound to come out. So that, in brief, is my journey into feminism.